Hi friends, and welcome to my channel. My name is Tanner, and this is my Esoterica. Today we're here with another timeless reading for our Libra collective. So hello my beautiful Libras, I hope you are all doing well. This is going to be a timeless reading all about whatever Spirit wants you to know about right now. So to start, Spirit led me to the Wild Unknown Tarot. So I'm usually gravitate towards this deck when somebody's going through sort of like a dark night of the soul or some sort of like intense feeling. So you guys could be going through some sort of intense time in your life right now. On the bottom of this deck, we have the Five of Wands. So this is definitely the energy of conflict and struggle. But five is also the energy of change. So you guys could be just going through some big changes right now. But we'll cut the deck a few times. We'll do kind of like a vibe check, see what's going on for this collective of Libras, and then we'll pull some cards. So let's start by seeing what's going on at the heart of the situation. So thanks, Spirit. What do we have going on for our Libras? Spirit be spiriting. Yeah, the Ten of Swords. So this is feeling like you've hit rock bottom in some way, and explains why I was gravitated towards this deck for you guys. So I feel like you guys have learned or in the midst of learning a very painful lesson right now. And it might feel like you're dying in a sense. But this situation, whatever it is actually a blessing in disguise, even if it doesn't seem like it right now. But yeah, definitely dealing with conflict, definitely feeling like you've hit rock bottom. Poor Libras. I'm trying not to focus so much on love in this round of readings, but if it comes out, of course, I'll talk about it. But yeah, we'll see. Some sort of painful ending, though. Conflicts. What else do we have, Spirit, for our Libras? The Four of Cups. So this is the energy of feeling like everything that you've been putting your attention towards just hasn't been working out. The Four of Cups talks about like feelings of kind of just being disheartened or like feeling like you've been overlooked in a situation, but like focusing so much on all of the negative things that may have been going on or maybe going on that you're not able to see the opportunity that Spirit is trying to give you. So whatever this painful ending is, I feel like it's been on your guys' mind a lot, and you guys have been very much just focusing on all of the bad things. But again, focusing all your attention on what's not working blocks you from Spirit being able to bring in more aligned people or more aligned opportunities. We'll do one more cut and then we'll start pulling some cards. So thank you, Spirit. What else is going on for our Libras? The Son of Swords, which is the Knight of Swords in this deck. So you could have been dealing with somebody who was a runner, somebody who was emotionally avoidant, somebody who was harsh with their words even. The Son of Swords, the Knight of Swords, is somebody who can be reckless and impulsive. Somebody who's very logical, though. So whoever you are connected to could be very stuck in their mind and in their ego. So underneath this, the Hermit. They could have had some choice words for you, or you could have had some choice words for them with the Knight of Swords. But yeah, with the Hermit, I feel like whatever the situation was has caused you all to go into reflection, Libras. Like pulling your energy back from others and like just trying to find your light again. Or you may need to do some reflecting in order to find your light again. So either you have been doing it or Spirit is calling for you to continue to do it. Or is calling for you to do it. I'm going to do one more cut. I know I said this is the one, but I'm going to do one more. One more cut, please, Spirit, for our Libras. The Daughter of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles. So you guys could be focusing on some sort of material project, or there was some sort of new beginning that you were excited to see grow. You could have felt like there was an opportunity, if this is about a relationship, to invest in something with this person that you are connected to. But they could have been a little more immature than you, or just not able to really dedicate the time and energy that you were dedicating to the situation. Okay, now we're going to start pulling cards. All right, so thank you, Spirit. What do we have for our beautiful Libras? What has been going on for them? That one came out quick. We have the Queen of Wands. So I feel like this is you guys, like somebody who is charismatic and charming, somebody who easily draws the attention of others. But if you've been going through like painful endings and ruminating on the way things haven't been working out, I feel like whatever the situation was really knocked at your confidence, Libras. It could have you sort of second guessing yourself, or just not being as open as you would typically be. Yeah, we'll see. I feel like with the Page of Pentacles on the bottom still, like, again, you did see this situation as an opportunity to invest in something. I felt like you were really curious about the situation. You wanted to see it grow and prosper, but clearly things didn't work out like you were hoping with all that other energy we were seeing. And yeah, I get the sense with this Queen of Wands, I feel like you're naturally very like the star of the show, essentially. Like, people can't help but notice you. But if, again, you're dealing with all these painful feelings, it's likely that it sort of knocked out your confidence a little bit. But we'll clarify this a little bit later. Let's pull a couple more cards to see what's been going on. So thank you, Spirit. What else is going on for our Libras when it comes to this situation? The Ace of Swords, and this is at the heart of your spread. So you've had some sort of breakthrough moment, Libras, some sort of big realization, or something's come to light. Like, you're no longer caught in illusions or like clouded ways of thinking. Like, you've had some sort of breakthrough moment of clarity here. It may have been a painful one with all of, again, that Ten of Swords energy and that Five of Wands that we were seeing in the beginning. But this was your breakthrough moment. Whatever happened, like this ending, again, that blessing in disguise with the Ten of Wands, or Swords. I said the Ten of Wands for a reason, though, so you could definitely be feeling like overwhelmed and overburdened and feeling like you're carrying just way too much for this situation. But yeah, having a breakthrough moment. Again, we'll clarify it in a minute, but what else do we have, Spirit? One more card, please, for our Libras. What else is going on for them? Fell on the floor. Got the Page of Wands in reverse. Yeah, Spirit wants it in reverse. So it's interesting. So you guys definitely could have been dealing with somebody who was younger than you, or just a little more immature. Somebody who wasn't really able to direct their passions towards you in the most aligned way, it seems. Again, we have the Page of Pentacles still on the bottom, so I feel like this person also was interested in trying to invest in something with you. But again, like, they just weren't able to kind of channel their passions towards you in the best way. You guys could have been connected to a fire sign. You don't have to be, but there is a lot of fire energy coming out in this reading. But yeah, I feel like, especially with you showing up as the Queen of Wands, this person was very drawn to you and very drawn to your energy. But yeah, something about how they were channeling that passion for you was not that great. Or they could have been, you know, had a wandering eye a little bit. And again, maybe weren't investing in you and in your situation as much as they probably should have. But whatever is going on in this situation, Libras, I feel like you guys have had a moment of clarity. You've had an aha moment. I don't think, well, I've seen that, you know, in the shuffles that you are kind of feeling taken advantage of, or like people weren't seeing your value or your worth or what you were offering. Um, and yeah, there was definitely an ending here that was really painful. But yeah, let's start clarifying. So thank you, Spirit. Can we start clarifying this Queen of Wands energy for our our Libras? I just did a Virgo reading, which is why I said that. Maybe some of you are connected to a Virgo or have Virgo placements. Ooh, we got the Queen of Swords with the Queen of Wands. So definitely like in your divine feminine energy, no matter how you identify. Again, we all have masculine and feminine energies within us. But if you're a tarot watcher and you enjoy this type of content, then it's very likely that you are more feminine dominant energetically. And so you connect with your intuition at 11:44 on my timer, and the flow of things and the signs and synchronicities that spirit is trying to send you, right? With the Queen of Swords clarifying this Queen of Wands, I feel like, again, yeah, you are naturally somebody who is very charming, Libras, very charismatic, and now you're learning to be way more discerning with yourself and with your energy and what you will and won't accept into your orbit. Queens don't settle for anything below their station. And the Queen of Swords, especially, 12:22 on my timer now, is adept at spotting bullshit, right? She's the queen that's had the hardest kind of path to power. She's used to people lying and cheating and trying to get over on her. And so now she can see through it all, and she demands truth. She demands accountability. And she doesn't let people get away with sneak shit, right? So I feel like now you definitely have your boundaries up when it comes to this person or this situation. The sword is down here. So like I don't feel like you guys are in communication with this person at all. But it's whatever the situation was is definitely like triggered your growth and your ascension into like your powerful divine feminine self. Now you suffer no fools, and now you know your worth, and you know your value, and you know what you bring to the table. I think, you know, again, you were very interested. This Page of Pentacles has not left the bottom of this deck yet. I feel like you were very interested in trying to invest in the situation. 13:33 on my timer. But something about it, again, how they were approaching you, or yeah, the energy they were meeting you with, it just wasn't what you deserved. Let's get one more clarifier for this Queen of Swords and Queen of Wands energy, please, Spirit. One more clarifier. We have the Seven of Wands. Yeah, so now, kind of echoing that Queen of Swords energy, now you have stronger boundaries for yourself. Now, you know, you're not really worried about what other people have to say or what they think, or what this person has to say or what this person has to think. Again, if this is resonating as a love reading for you. But I definitely feel like now you have a stronger sense of who you are and a stronger sense of your own boundaries. I do feel like you were very drawn to this person though, because this black stick makes me think of masculine energy, and all of these white sticks make me, you know, give feminine energy, kind of like 1444, the yin and yang sort of thing. So I feel like, you know, there was something about this person that drew you to them. There may have been, you know, multiple feminines kind of trying to like fight for this person's attention is what I'm getting from this imagery. But if that was the case, I feel like you either it came to light in some way or you clocked it intuitively. And so it might have been painful for you. But again, it is like you kind of rising into your power as a result of it. But yeah, knowing your worth, stronger boundaries. Fuck this person. But yeah, good for you guys. Like, I mean, I know it's painful and I know it's hard, but try your best not to focus on all the ways that things didn't work out. The idea you have of a person, of a situation, is hardly ever like the truth of it, right? Like, especially if this again is about love, like we so often put on rose-colored glasses to avoid acknowledging the red flags. But I feel like that saga for you is over, Libras. No matter how much hope you have for 1616, for a connection or a situation, it's not worth it to stay where you're not being respected and you're not being valued. So, okay, let's look deeper into this Ace of Swords moment. What was this aha moment? What was this moment of clarity about? So thank you, Spirit. Can we clarify this Ace of Swords for our lovely Libras? This Ace of Swords energy, this breakthrough moment. What was this about? Ooh. We have the Daughter of Cups, which is the Page of Cups. You got a couple of, oh my goodness. Okay. You got 3 cards with this. They all came out crossing, which for me as a reader means like this is energy that you're like very consciously grappling with or focusing on or dealing with. So the first card you got was the Daughter of Cups, the Page of Cups. That's like 3 different pages that we've seen so far in this reading. So again, I feel like whoever this person is very immature emotionally. And they could be older, they could be younger than you, but emotionally, mentally, spiritually, they're more immature than you. I feel like this, again, like somebody who is not very comfortable dealing with their emotions or was only giving you like the bare minimum with the Page of Cups. Like the Page of Cups is like a small offering. It's not the King of Cups, right? It's not somebody showing up in their full power and trying to take control of the situation for the better, right? This is somebody being like, oh, here's a little offer. Maybe this will be enough to get your attention, you know? So I feel like whatever this breakthrough moment was for you was a realization of how just on a different emotional wavelength that you were or are from this person at this moment in time. We have the 5 of Cups as well. So I don't think this was an easy realization for you. Again, the 10 of Swords, like the 5 of Cups, this is painful for you. This is loss and sadness and feelings of regret. So you could be feeling like, you know, you lost a lot of time, like you invested a lot of your heart into this situation, and now you are feeling really heartbroken about it. But again, I feel like you had this moment of clarity, right? And you're not trying to keep yourself stuck in situations that aren't serving you anymore. You're starting to see beyond that now. But now you're kind of also stuck between 2 different choices, and it's kind of like you're kind of stuck in a stalemate with yourself, or maybe a little bit in denial, like refusing to make a choice. The 2 of Swords can be talking about like your head and your heart, and like your heart telling you you need to do one thing, your head telling you you should do something else, and it's got you sort of locked in place, right? But the message of the 2 of Swords, on the original artwork, the figure on it, she is blindfolded. And that's supposed to represent needing to go within and trust your inner self and trust, again, your intuition to help you make the best choice for yourself. So again, it's not going to be beneficial for you in any way to stay stuck in your head, to keep repeating what should have happened, what could have happened, seeing the potential of this person. Like, it's not worth keeping yourself stuck in a cycle where you are constantly trying to prove your worth and prove your value and prove that you're worth being loved to a person who isn't able to meet you at your level. Because again, it's never really about you necessarily. It is often a reflection on the other person and where they're at in their own healing journey. So yeah, I think again, you're having this breakthrough moment. I think you're realizing that you do, and it's choosing yourself at the end of the day. As a feminine dominant person, it's very likely that you are very used to giving of yourself. 2111. I'm saying these numbers for a reason, so please, if you feel called to look them up, look them up. There are messages here for you. But dang, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, it's not worth staying stuck in cycles. I think you are having this breakthrough moment around this now, about not keeping yourself stuck. It's not easy to walk away. It's not easy to choose yourself. That's what I was saying. If you're used to being an overgiver, if you're not used to having strong boundaries. But you have to put yourself first at the end of the day. The Queen of Swords, she's been through this and she's learned the lesson the hard way. And now maybe you have too. That the more you try to give of yourself, the more that people are going to take until you learn to stand up for yourself and draw the line. It's not easy. It's painful. There's grief involved in letting someone, 2222 or something go that you had hope and expectation, high hopes and expectations for. But again, expectation, reality, rose-colored glasses, off. Truth revealed. And I think you are starting to see just how mismatched you are, because again, you're showing up as the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords. This person, whoever they are, they're showing up as a page, immature, not having a full handle on their full power yet. I want to say, like, you guys could also be maybe working on like a creative project for yourself with this Page of Pentacles. And you could be having trouble, like having the drive and like inspiration, that internal spark to help you go. Like you could just be having trouble focusing your energy on the things that matter, right? Matter more in your life and in your situation. Because your energy is so scattered from this situation. Like you're focusing on this and is pulling your attention so much that you're not able to focus on maybe some sort of creative opportunity or business venture or some sort of thing that you do have excitement about, that you do want to see grow and blossom. But maybe this situation, this love situation, again, if this is resonating as a love situation, is kind of, again, preventing you from jumping in with both feet. Okay, let's clarify this Page of Wands now. What's this Page of Wands about? The Sun of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles is slow and steady, wins the race, right? The Knight of Pentacles is slow and methodical. He always gets to where he's going because he's willing to put the work in. And I feel like again, if this is about a creative situation or like a project venture or something that you're working on, like I feel like things have been moving really slowly for you, or you feel like things aren't moving forward at all. And maybe that's kind of causing you like to feel less inspired to take action. But with the Knight of Pentacles, it's all about the process. It's all about the act of doing the work. And on the traditional artwork, you see the knight, he's on his horse that's not moving. So again, it feels like things are kind of stuck and stagnant. But behind him, all the fields have been tilled. The seeds have been sown. Like all the work has been done. And there's stuff happening underneath the surface that we can't see, but it's still happening. So I feel like if this is about you and your own inspiration, then this is, you know, your sign to stay patient, stay putting in work, and just focus on taking one step forward at a time. Slow and steady wins the race, right? It's not about the destination, it is about the journey, because we're always going to get to the destination eventually. But what are you learning in the meantime? Are you learning how to stand up for yourself and have stronger boundaries when it comes to love? And so then you can block out anything that's not serving you and refocus that attention on the things that do. Think about it. If this is about this person, or the person, if you're connected to a person, again, you could feel like they're stagnant, like they're not making much progress, that they're not willing to invest the time and energy into seeing things grow. And you might be right with that. Let's get one more clarifier, please, Spirit. The Daughter of Swords, the Page of Swords. So many pages. I think we've seen every page now. So there definitely could be some sort of new idea or something that you're trying to foster and see grow. But I do feel like in a lot of ways there is this sense of, because pages are all about new beginnings, right? They're the something of the aces. I'm trying to remember what I learned when I was studying tarot. Like when you're what's it called? I know somebody's trying to tell me. Not like the foster, but like the keeper. That's not the word I'm looking for. But the pages are the keepers of the aces. The stewards. I found it. There we go. The pages are the stewards of the aces. They take that inspiration, they take that potential, and they're really excited to study it and learn about it and master it. And this is me being all the pages with all the symbols in the tarot. But the Page of Swords is somebody who is making plans and trying to, figure out the next best step to take. If this is about the person, if this is about a love situation, then whoever you are connected to could definitely be keeping an eye on you on social media in some way with the Page of Swords. But again, I feel like this is you trying to scope the ground for, the future of your creative project or whatever you're working on, if you're working on something. Otherwise, okay, backtrack a little bit. The Page of Swords here is you trying to figure out how to channel your energy in the best way in order to put in that kind of slow and methodical work to see the change that you're hoping for. If it's about the person you're connected to, again, I feel like they feel stagnant to you. They feel like they're not making any progress. They could be keeping their eye on you. And there's just a sense of immaturity all around in this reading when it comes to them. When it comes to you, I feel like it is about you, again, fostering that new inspiration, that new drive, that new opportunity, that new emotional, creative, again, all four aces, all four pages, and trying to figure out the best way to move that situation forward. For the love bugs, the love birds, this is this person feeling disconnected from you, and doing trying to keep their eyes on you. But again, for a lot of this, and maybe, you know, both of these messages sort of resonate for you, in which case, hello collective, I'm glad you're here. But yeah, again, if it's about you trying to figure out the next best step to take to kind of funnel your own inspiration, because maybe you're feeling kind of depleted from this love situation or from this painful ending, whatever it was. But yeah, okay. Don't feel sad. It's all a learning experience. It's all a growing experience. Trust your intuition to make this choice. You're having this breakthrough moment for a reason. But okay, now let's get a piece of advice for you. So thank you, Spirit. Can we get a piece of advice, please, for our beautiful Libras? Oops. The Knight of Cups. Oh, you got two. You got the Six of Swords and the Knight of Cups for advice. So the Knight of Cups is not being afraid to trust your own intuition. Take action on any creative impulses that you have. Trust the flow of things. Like the Knight of Cups is somebody, again, very intuitive, very in flow, very creative, very romantic. He's the knight in shining armor of the tarot. You could have seen this person, if this is about a love situation, as your knight in shining armor. But again, think of how they were showing up in this situation. They're not matching your energy. So your advice is to trust the creative and the intuitive impulses that you get and take action on those things. And then clarifying it was the Six of Swords. So this is all about you kind of being in a transitionary period right now. 32:22 on my timer. About needing, again, to trust in your higher self to help, and, you know, spirit to help guide you through this transitionary period. Don't be afraid to leave your mental baggage behind, because after the storm comes a rainbow. But it doesn't do you any good to try to stay stuck in one place, hoping for change, again, for another person, or even for a creative project. Like, sometimes it is about taking action, even if, no, especially when you feel afraid. Because we all start somewhere when it comes to, you know, a business or your mission, creative project, what have you. Like, we all start from nowhere. We start not knowing anything, but you only learn by doing. You learn by experience. The more you do, the easier it gets. So trust yourself, trust your intuition, trust the flow of things, because if you do, it's going to take you to a better place. It's going to take you to calmer waters. All right, my friends, let's see what's coming next for you, and then we'll close out this reading. So thank you, Spirit. What is coming next for our Libras, for our Libra collective? The Eight of Cups. So this definitely could have been about a love situation. So I want to say also with the Knight of Cups is don't be fooled by illusions. Again, don't be fooled by the potential of somebody. You might see them as your knight in shining armor, but who are they showing up as? What's coming next for you is you walking away from the things that don't serve you emotionally anymore, anything that's out of alignment. And it doesn't matter how much love and time and energy you spent investing. If it's not serving you, if it's not giving back to you, then it's not worth sticking around for. So I think, you know, again, you're having these realizations, Libra. I think You know you need to trust your intuition. I think you know you need to leave the situation behind. I know it's tough to do. There's this kind of push and pull happening in your energy, and it's sad to do, to leave somebody behind that you've invested love and time and energy into. But again, you got to see past the potential, that taking those rose-colored glasses off. See the truth of this. And I think it'll be easier to choose yourself when you can see the reality and not the hope you have for the reality, if that makes sense. So yeah, I think you are starting to have this realization, and I think you are, I mean, this is what's coming next. You are walking away. So embrace your glow up. Embrace this Queen of Wands and Queen of Swords energy. Have these stronger boundaries for yourself. Don't let people take from you who aren't giving back to you. And that makes room, again, for better things to come your way, for spirit to give you new emotional beginnings. But the more you focus on the negative and what's not working, again, you're robbing yourself of those opportunities because you're not in alignment with them. So take some time, friends, reflect on this, that hermit energy that we were seeing. But don't keep yourself stuck and tied down to a situation that isn't giving back to you, because you deserve better. And the sooner you realize that, and the sooner you act 3636 like you deserve better, as the second the universe will start bringing that stuff to you. You got this, my beautiful friends. I'm going to go ahead and leave this reading here, but if this message resonated with you, I would love it if you would consider liking and commenting and subscribing. I would love to hear from you. I'd love to hear how this reading resonated with you. And if this reading did resonate, then it's very likely that you are in my collective. So subscribe and you will get more readings that will likely resonate with you. All right, that was my little call to action spiel, but I'm going to leave it here. And yeah, I'm sending you guys a lot of love, and we will see you in the next one, okay? All right, take care.